So is Hamilton at odds with Burr? Is that what's going on here? That's not the read I got the first time. I thought they were like in unison, but I feel like they actually might be Ooh, this paints such a stronger picture with this crew here, because this is not what I pictured in the actual original. I pictured them just being silly doing this whole thing. But when you have this moment, this is that moment where you're like with your pals and you're just kind of hanging out, and then one of them makes it serious for 1 second. It's like, hey, you're my best friends, right? And then things get real. You're like, hey man, I appreciate it. You know, you guys start hugging. This is that moment. Hello and welcome. My name is Nick Flip. I'm a composer and a vocalist, and we are going to be watching the stage version of Hamilton the musical. Now, this is the Disney Plus version, so you're noticing the words obscured for copyright, obviously, for copyright reasons. So, I already started watching this a bit. I got some of the animatics done through the reaction, so if you want to see those, you can. But I'm going to be starting from the very beginning because I need to know exact context throughout this entire story. We're going to be doing the first 5 songs pretty quickly. If you want to see the full in-depth musical analysis, take a look at the other videos. But we are going to be really trying to get into the story of this. I've been doing a little bit more research into Hamilton, and I know that this is a show about lyric. It's all about what the words say. We're going to be really trying to get more into that while taking a look at some of the musical context. And yeah, it's going to be fun. So if you're interested in sort of a more in-depth analysis, take a look at the rest of the videos we've got. But this is a full reaction. I've never watched Hamilton the musical. This is my first ever run-through. Of course, I've watched these 5 songs already, but that's it. Everything else is completely new. We're going to take a look at these 5, and the whole reaction is going to be from my perspective. I don't know what's going on in this show. Clearly, a lot of you guys love telling me that. And yeah, we're going to be getting really into this now. All right, so this is the Disney Plus version, and I'm really excited. It's going to be cool to actually see their faces and stuff when things happen, so I can get a real reaction to what's going on, because it's kind of like seeing the animations doesn't really do it all the justice. It's great, it's awesome, but this is the actual version of the show. So get ready. This is Hamilton the musical coming at us live from a recorded, not live setting. All right, let's get this full screen going.
How does a bastard, orphan, son of a whore, and a Scotsman dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot?
All right, so this is Burr. Got it.
Grow up to be a hero and a scholar.
Okay.
$10 founded father without a father.
The $10. He's not on the $10 bill. Who's in the $10? I don't know. Why is it $10?
Working a lot harder by being a lot smarter.
By being better, built better.
14. They placed him in charge of a trading charter.
That's where they handle trade.
And every day while slaves were being slaughtered and carted away across the waves, he struggled.
Now who is this?
Guard up. Inside he was longing.
Oh, is that a Hercules? Is that a Hercules?
To be a part of, the brother was ready to beg, steal, borrow, or barter.
Then a hurricane came.
Ooh, a little swoop away.
Rained on man, saw his future drip.
You could see him do the snaps now.
Put a pencil to his temple, connected it to his brain, and he wrote his first refrain, a testament to.
Because he's a writer. Ooh, I forgot that the singing comes in. It always hits so hard.
This kid is insane, man. Took up a collection just to send him to.
Wait, is that Burr again? Is this even Burr?
Don't forget from whence you came, and the world's gonna know your name. What's your name, man?
There he is. It's pretty awkward, but he's still intense. Very intense, actually.
There's a million things I haven't done.
Aw.
Just you wait, just you wait.
Yeah, the intensity. Now, I have no idea who that is. I didn't know when I saw the first animatic. I just saw that person was like, all right, you're someone. But when there's only a limited amount of cast, actually, and you see the cast in front of you, it's definitely helping to get some permanence of like who is who. With the animations, it's like there's not enough like sometimes features to exactly know exactly who's who between the characters. Especially if it was black and white too. The sad, right? Sad. Sad. I told you. It's sad. Ooh, the ruined pride. I like that line. That's a cool line.
Reading every treatise on the shelf.
There would have been nothing left to do for someone less astute. He would have been there and destitute without a sense of restitution. Started working.
So who is that? I wish it had the names.
Every book he can get his hands on. Planning for the future. See him now as he stands on the bow of a ship headed.
All right, hold on. Let me just back up. So he's heading to a. This was so they're narrating the story, and he was in England. Is that what I'm reading correctly? And he's on the ship. Is this all there? And reading.
There would have been nothing left to do for someone less astute. He would have been
Astute.
destitute without a sense of restitution. Started.
Interesting. So I'm just looking at the rhyme scheme, and we have destitute with resolution. Interesting. Left to do, astute, ooh, the ooval, destitute, stew, shun. Interesting difference. Lord afford, nice. Good rhymes. Stands on, yeah, okay. New man. I love the rhymes. New man, just you. Right, this part. So cool. New York, New York. Yeah. The flat three. Da, 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 da. This is so cool with the people. This is so many more people than I thought from the animatics. From the animatics, I assumed it was like maybe 6. Maybe like singers 8. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 minimum. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, okay. So it's a bigger show than I thought. Wait. So, okay. Can you guys help me out in the comments? Like, who, and please try to be nice. So you guys are just roast. Like, you don't understand anything. You're dumb. Okay, you're right. I'm not stupid. I am dumb. Okay. So, where is he coming from? That they're talking about the ship and coming. I didn't even think about this when I heard it the first time. But where is he? Who's the ship? Who's the? Okay. Yep, an immigrant coming from the bottom. His enemies destroyed his wreck.
We fought with him.
I died for him.
Oh, okay. So now I should probably know who these people are. Give me 1 second. I need to look at them and see who they are. Someone died for him. Okay. We fought for him. I don't know who they are, but I'm trying to get it. Okay, that person died for him. I'm gonna try to memorize his face because that's a spoiler.
I died for him.
I trusted him. Okay, who are you?
I trusted
I'm
him.
just trying to zone in. These are the Schuyler sisters, the Schuyler sisters. Yeah. All 3 of them loved him. Okay, good to know. That's got to be Aaron Burr.
I'm the damn fool that shot him.
You suck. Whoa, the panning. Shot. That wasn't in the other one. Wait.
What's your name, man? Alexander Hamilton.
Cool. All right, so let's just get this picture. Everyone's looking down except for Hamilton, who's looking up. Okay, we got some symbolism going on here. I like it. And we got Aaron Burr with his back turned towards Alexander Hamilton while staring right at him. He's not focused on the right thing. Alexander looking dead forward, saying, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the forward of this country. Everyone else looking down because everyone's kind of blinded until Alexander Hamilton. And we got Aaron Burr, who's looking at Alexander Hamilton. You know, eventually you shoot him, so kind of symbolic there. We shift gears to 76. Symbolism already is great in this show. It's pretty interesting. I mean, you can tell every single thing was very meticulously put together with this show. The words, the rhyme schemes, very interesting. We have themes that are coming about from that. There's a... Apparently there's a difference between singing and rapping in the show. We're going to explore that. I don't know what that means, but apparently there's a difference besides just, obviously, the singing. Let's get into it.
Are you Aaron Burr, sir?
Sir?
That depends. Who's asking?
This is the very clever... Like, listening to this a second time with the Burr, sir, rhyming with Burr, sir, the rhyme scheme of this part is bars. It's awesome. All right, so now they're in character in 1776 in New York City.
Me. Are you Aaron Burr, sir?
That depends. Who's asking?
Oh, well, sure. Sir, I'm Alexander
Sir.
Hamilton. I'm at your service, sir.
Sir.
I have been looking for you.
I'm getting nervous.
Sir, I heard your name
Sir.
at Princeton. I was seeking an accelerated course of study. When I got sort of out of sorts with a buddy of yours, I may have punched him. It's a blur, sir. He handles the financials.
You punched the bursar.
Yes, I want
Yes. Just locked in, yes. Yeah.
to do
This
it.
is hilarious.
Graduating to then join the revolution.
Just the
He looked at me
deadpan.
Like I was stupid. I'm not stupid. So how'd you
I'm
do
not
it?
stupid?
How'd you graduate so fast?
It was my parents' dying wish before they passed.
You're an orphan. Of course. I'm an orphan. God, I wish there was a war. Then we could prove that we're worth more than anyone bargained for.
I wish there was a war so we can prove that we were more than anyone could have bargained for. What does that even... Why... Is that like a foreshadow?
Fast.
It was my parents' dying wish before they passed.
Why would he say
You're
that?
an orphan. Of
Who would
course.
wish
I'm
war?
an orphan. God, I
Wait, doesn't he hate war?
wish there was a war. Then we
So that's really interesting. He wishes there was a war when he's someone that hates the idea of war, right? I mean, I think Alexander Hamilton, like, totally is against violence. I'm pretty sure, at least in his writings in the Federalist Papers. I'm pretty sure. Thank you for reminding me the name, by the way.
could prove that we're worth more
I don't
than
know.
anyone bargained
That's
for.
interesting.
Can I buy you a drink?
That would be nice.
While we're talking, let me offer you some free advice. Talk less.
What?
This is not how I pictured this in the animatic. Like, when I heard the animatic and I heard the singing stuff, where I thought that they was in a seated setting of, like, shut up and just come with me and be quiet. Like, sort of not what looks like to be in a very public space.
Smile more.
Yeah,
Don't
very
let
different.
them know what you're against or what you're for.
Ooh, the singing.
Can't be
You see the
serious.
drop of the jaw there? Oh, this is so
Wanna
cool.
get
Can actually
ahead.
see it.
Yes.
Fools who run their mouths off wind up dead.
Dead.
what's up?
All right, the beatbox. I want to hear it.
Like
Showtime.
I said.
Showtime, yo! I'm John Lawrence in the place to be. It's
Hitting the table.
Sam Adams, but I'm working on 3. Those red coats don't want it.
All right, hold on. We've got Lafayette in the what looks like to be French attire on the left, and Hercules, is that his name right there? And who's this guy again? I'm John.
Showtime, yo! I'm John Lawrence.
Lawrence.
In the place to
John
be.
Lawrence.
2 pints of Sam Adams,
But I'm working on 3. Hey.
Those red coats don't
want it with me.
'cause I will pop, chicka, pop these
Okay,
shots
so that's supposed to be
free.
imitating gunfire. Oh, I didn't know that.
The Lancelot of the revolutionary set.
Said,
I came
oh.
from afar just to say bonsoir to the king, to the toi, who is the best.
Casse-toi.
C'est moi.
C'est moi. That's me.
I am Hercules Mulligan up in
A lot
the
of,
government. Yes, I heard your mother.
Oh my god, he's so much more raspier. I'm Hercules Mulligan. Ow, that hurts. That's not easy to do. Okay, let's back up.
From afar just to say
Bonsoir.
bonsoir to the king, to the toi, who is the best.
C'est moi.
Brr, brr.
Hercules Mulligan
That's supposed to be
up in
gunfire.
it, loving it. Yes, I heard your mother say, come again. Line up your daughters and horses. Of course, it's hard for having to court. So
My camera's dying. It's late. Hold on. Okay, we're back.
I am Hercules Mulligan up in it, loving it. Yes, I heard your mother say, come again. Line up your daughters and horses.
Lock up your what? What are we talking about again? Lock up your daughters and horses? Moving on.
Say more. I am Hercules Mulligan up in it, loving it. Yes,
I don't.
Come again. Light up your doubters and horses. Of course, it's hard for having to course over 4 sets of corsets.
Oh, no more sex. Pour me another bruise. Let's
There we go. Positive influence. There you go. Excellent.
raise a couple more.
Wait, except he did promote drinking too. It's like, okay.
Well, if it ain't the Prodigy of Princeton College,
Aaron Burr.
give us a verse, drop some knowledge.
Yeah.
Good luck with that. You're taking a stand. You spit, I'ma sit. We'll see where we land. The revolution's imminent. What do you stall for?
If you stand for nothing, Burr, what'll you fall for?
Oh, I like how he's not even looking at him. He's like, I'm so sorry for saying this, but I'm going to say it because you're kind of blowing it here, Mr. Burr. Right? Kind of not even looking at him. Impactful. Hey, who are you? And it's right through, because last time we had to stop the video. Hey, thank you so much for watching. But this time it's right through. I mean, this is like how it's supposed to be done. So I like that whoever recommended Disney Plus, which was, we did a poll. So don't yell at me. We did a poll. A lot of people said they like Disney Plus. I agree. This is good. Hey, who's this guy? Come on. I'm not gonna. Yeah. So this is a theme throughout the show too. Is this my shot is going to be kept throughout this show. So this is the introduction of it. So I keep backing up a little bit. Hey, who are you? I like that. Hey, who's you? Come on, who's this guy? So these are all important figures. One sec. So I'm young, scrappy, and hungry. Did he say? Just like my country. True. And that's a comparative to obviously the Brits, right? Who's not scrappy.
To King's College, I probably shouldn't brag. Dad, our name's an astonish.
That's so
the
sick.
problem is I got a lot of brains but no polish.
I got a lot of brains but no polish.
With every word
I drop knowledge.
I'm a diamond in
The
rough.
freaking beat here.
Cold, trying to reach my goal. My power of speech
Unimpeachable.
Only 19.
Nice.
My mind is over. These New York City
Oh, he's
streets
19.
cold. I shoulder every burden, every disadvantage. I've learned to manage. I don't have a gun to brandish. I walk these streets famished. The plan is to fan this spark into a flame. But damn, it's getting dark, so let me spell out the name.
Okay, so he has come from an impoverished background, and he has walked the streets of New York in the darkest times, and he is seeking to fix this. Okay, now I understand you, Hamilton. Okay, now we're resonating. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. Speak.
We are meant to be a colony that runs independently. Meanwhile, Britain keeps
Look at the background people. I like the dances. Definitely like hip hop inspired as well. So the people, so at this point, I mean, politics, right? But obviously, like, I'm sure that King George doesn't want to lose grip on the United States. So he's probably, at this point, I didn't even think about this, like, still giving assurances to Americans. Things will get better. Things will get better. Don't you worry. And he's saying, don't trust them. We have to bring ourselves up. We can't be trusting anyone to tell us that they're going to fix this problem. We need to fix the problem, like the people. It's a very interesting idea.
And to me,
He says in parentheses.
don't be shocked when your history
Okay, people don't
mentions
think 'em.
me. I will
Think about
lay
it.
down my life if it sets us free. Eventually, you'll see
Okay.
like ascendancy, and I am not throwing away my shot.
They like what he's saying, though.
Away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my
Shot.
country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot.
They like it. We got the people singing. So yeah, the symbolism of gang vocals when people join in singing is usually an agreement, right? When you have people, you start with, one line of one person singing. Jay did this in Epic with harmonies with Athena, right? It started with just, Odysseus singing, and then Athena joined in, and then they would sing like harmonies together. So that's what these layerings often represents in musicals, when you have layerings being added throughout a song. So we have now what is agreeance from the people in the back through the singing. It's just interesting to me that this line is like the mainstay for the chorus. I'm just like my country, I'm young, scrappy, and hungry. It's just like, it's such like a very like sort of forward, kind of goofy line, but I think that's sort of the point, is the line is goofy. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry. It almost feels awkward, but the point of it is probably to be awkward, because he's describing how his country is like not fully foundational. It's not refined, and so is that line. That line is not very refined, realistically, when you think about it. It's not very, you know, there's no elegance with young, scrappy, and hungry. Those things don't have that flow to it. But that's the point, I think, right? I mean, this apparently took a long time to write. I was like, and because this took a long time to write, why would that line make the final cut? As like, because there's plenty of other like adjectives you can use to describe that, right? Young, immature, blah blah blah. You can have some cool line that doesn't involve such like not elegant words. Young, scrappy, and hungry. Those aren't elegant, you know. I'm quite famished, sir. Caviar. You know, it does none of that. It's just the most raw, basic words to use for that, for the most important part of the chorus. What an interesting thing.
I dream of life without a monarchy.
I love this guy.
In France will lead to anarchy.
Anarchy.
Are you saying? Anarchy.
I love the
make the other side panicky with
panic.
Yo, I'm a tailor's apprentice. I got y'all knuckleheads and local parentis. I'm joining the rebellion, cause I know it's my chance to socially advance. Instead, it's always the pants are gonna take it. But we'll never be.
I mean, yeah. So socially advance through revolution is an interesting idea. Like, if we fight, we will improve our place in the culture. What an interesting thing, you know. Nerve-wracking, obviously, to think about people fighting and dying, but you know, to fix everything, you know, what a fight.
Be truly free until those in bondage have the same rights as you and me. You and I do or die. Wait till I sally in on a stallion with the first black battalion of another.
Now who is? Oh, that's
John.
You keep out of trouble and you double your choices. I'm with you. But
and he is very suppress the speech. We're gonna keep things down here. So if I'm not mistaken, there were two competing. There's the Federalist Papers, and then there was a rebuttal to the Federalist Papers. Is this the author of the rebuttal to the Federalist Papers? So is Hamilton at odds with Burr? Is that what's going on here? That's not the read I got the first time. I thought they were like in unison, but I feel like they actually might be disagreeing.
the situation is fraught. You got
Obviously,
to
they
be careful
disagree
you talk.
about
If you talk, you're gonna get
ideology.
Check what we got. Mr. Lafayette, hard rock,
Or at least not
Lancelot.
ideology, but
I think your
means.
pants look hot. Lorenz, I like you a
I
lot.
think your
Such
pants
a
look
plot,
hot.
blacker than the kettle calling the pot. What are the odds?
Interesting.
The gods would put us all in one spot. Popular
That's
Islam
true.
and conventional wisdom, like it or not.
Is this true? Like, did they actually put all these people in the same
A bunch
room?
of revolutionary
Like in real life?
ammunition abolitionists. Give me a position, show me where the ammunition
Oh
is.
dang! He's
Oh, am I
getting
talking
graphic.
too loud? Sometimes I get overexcited. Shoot off.
Yeah,
the-
because he was saying I'm gonna murder people. Like, you know, when you say point me to the 9 mil, right? That's saying you kind of want to fight. You know,
mouth. I
kind of
never
dangerous.
had a
You can't
group
really
of
say that
friends
out loud.
before. I promise that I'll make y'all proud.
Let's get this guy in front of a crowd.
They like what he's got to say though. Where's Burr in this? That's my like he's in the back right. Okay, yeah. So this is helping me a lot to understand this show. This is now interesting to me. Like before, I was like, okay, Hamilton, it's good and stuff. I just don't know what's going on, so it's really messed with me. So all I could think about is the musical context. Now this is a stinking show when you have the full picture in front of you. Thank you for recommending it, guys and gals. This is awesome. This is so good. The layering is huge now. We have like a full 3-part. The woes. With motif being an idea in this, what do the woes signify? Probably unison. Probably the idea of like community. Who's yelling to the rooftops? Oh, it's John again.
Rise up. When you're living on your knees, you rise up.
Get
Tell
him.
your brother that he's gotta rise
So
up.
he's
Tell your
very
sister that
scrappy.
she's gotta rise up. When my knees gotta knees, gonna rise up.
I like the strength of the dancing. Rise.
I imagine death so much it feels more like a memory.
with the drums again in the background. Oh, the spinning. Can you imagine this live? Hold on, that was bars. When's it gonna get me? Death. They're talking about death. Sad. Isn't he 19?
Ask anybody why we
20 and many.
We laugh, reach for a flask. We have to make this moment last. That's plenty. Scratch that. This is not a moment.
Ooh, you say scratch that during the vinyl scratch. This is not a movement. This is the movement.
Brothers with something to prove. When foes oppose us, we take an honest stand. We roll like Moses, claiming our promised land.
Yeah. Hey, ooh, the stick and sharp dance moves here, baby. Love it. Oh, I love this. Where's Burr in this? That's all I can do.
A nation of states, what's the state of our nation? A past patiently waiting, a passionate every expectation, every action's an act of creation. I'm laughing at the face of casualties and sorrow. For the first time, I'm thinking past tomorrow.
And I throw. Oh my God, this is the stinking picture here of the strength. And now even Hamilton's in the dance moves. It seems like everyone's getting together. Hercules really taking the center stage for the dancing. And John too. With the woes. Yeah, and again, the symbolism so huge with shot finally landing right on the beat. I'm not throwing away my shot. Boom. You know, that's much stronger than I'm not throwing away my shot. You know, that is less sort of ground. And so people keep saying that this show is, everything is intentional. Like, you have to view it as intentional. So last time I saw this, I was like, I'm not sure if that, you know, what that actually means. I'm going to start operating with that's what this means, because I don't think at this point the composer means anything besides what his inferences are showing. Like, I think it's all intent. I'm gonna operate everything as intentional now, kind of like Epic. I mean, when I started seeing like Jorge's videos of like, this is why I did that, and I was like, that's what I was thinking. Why would I didn't say that. That messed me up. Not gonna forgive him. All right, and there's the point, by the way. Oh, a reprise. So there was no reprises in the quick you know, transition reprise. There wasn't any of that in the animatics. So these are great to see too. How we get from A to B is important. And he has to write these too. They're not just copy and paste. Like, there's no drums in the background here because time is passing. Ooh, key change. Big key change. Total key change. We have transitioned from this key to this one.
I may not live to see our glory.
Just two steps down, two half steps from this to this. Is there an easy way to do that? It's kind of hard to do that, so we can do like, and then that. So that's kind of what they did in the thing. This to this to this to that. Yay, we're in the key. That's hard to do.
And when our children tell our story,
right, I forgot.
When our children tell our story, they'll tell the
beautiful
story
song.
Of tonight.
Flat
Let's
three.
have another
Flat four.
round tonight.
Let's have another round tonight.
Let's have on Lafayette.
Raise a glass of freedom.
Ooh, this paints such a stronger picture with this crew here, because this is not what I pictured in the actual original. I pictured them just being silly doing this whole thing, but when you have like this moment, this is that moment where you're like with your pals and you're just kind of hanging out, and then one of them makes it serious for 1 second. It's like, hey, you're my best friends, right? And then things get real. You're like, hey man, I appreciate it. You know, you guys start hugging. This is that moment.
Something they can never take away,
right?
no matter what they tell you.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Raise a glass
It
to
has
the
like a
four
very
of us.
harder impact when you think of it that way.
Tomorrow there'll be more of us
This is like that moment.
telling the story of tonight.
Tell the story of tonight.
Yes.
Raise a glass to freedom.
I love the accents.
Something they can
All of them have
never
different.
take away.
No matter
Lafayette's so funny. He's such a funny, like, quirky person.
Another round tonight. Raise a glass to the four of us. Tomorrow there'll be more of us.
telling the story of tonight.
Aw, John really likes Hamilton. It's nice. That's so much cleaner than the other version we listened to. Ooh, quick transition.
There's nothing rich folks love more than going downtown and slumming it with the poor.
Just why is he so enthusiastic about talking about like a subject like this? So, is he sort of like, is he rich? He must be rich. He's Princeton University. So is he saying that? So is he part of the bad guys? Now I'm starting to understand this more. He shouldn't be saying that unless he's enjoying that. Is he enjoying that? Which would then make sense with, like, for my last video, I was like, why is he, does he have some sort of ulterior motive? That would be assuming that he's not, like not good, like morally. So is he not good morally? Is this how we explore this? So interesting. All this is so interesting. Because he's having a great time. That dance move was very fun. Very fun looking. I can't dance.
They pull up in their carriages and gawk at the students in the common just to watch them talk. Take Philip Schuyler, the man is loaded. Uh-oh, but little does he know that his daughter's Pecky, Angelica.
And sorry, he is just different character here. Interesting. Even if he's angry about this, he's so very animated to talk about this. Wow. This is the Schuyler sisters. Schuyler sisters? Is that what they said?
Daddy said to be home by sundown. Daddy doesn't need to know. Daddy
Okay.
said not to go
This helps paint the picture of the sisters and to separate between them.
Look around, the revolution's happening in New York. New York.
Yeah. This is so good.
It's bad enough Daddy wants to go to war. People shouting in
Daddy
the
wants to go to war.
square.
Who's her dad?
Violence on our shore. New ideas in the air. Look around.
Dang.
Angelica, remind me what we're looking for.
She's looking for me.
Eliza, I'm looking for a mind and work.
Okay. You know, it's funny. I forget where I saw this, but it was like I think it's from Mozart. If anyone's seen Requiem, the movie about Mozart, or no, Amadeus is the name of the movie, and there is a line in which someone goes up to the female Astuzzi, I forget her name, the female lead, and goes, oh, like, look at me, and she's like, I prefer a man with a mind, you know. It's just an interesting thing, like, if you look back in the day, like, people, like, very much valued intelligence. So I think that's very endearing to this show, that she's like, yeah, I want someone that can think.
Looking for a mind and work. I'm looking
Just
for a
like,
mind and
no.
work. Wow, 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 wow.
There's nothing like summer in the city.
Man,
Someone
he is
in a
just
restaurant,
so
someone
happy.
looking pretty. Excuse me, miss, I know it's not funny.
I have a total different understanding of this character now. It's like literal opposite of what I thought.
Perfume smells like your daddy's got money. While you're slumming in the city in your fancy heels. You searching for an urchin who can give you ideals.
Burr, you disgust me.
Ah, so you've discussed me. I'm a trust fund, baby. You can trust me.
I've been reading common sense
Oof, I don't like that. Get out of my
about
face.
Thomas Paine. So men say that I'm intense or I'm insane.
So she's a philosopher. I mean, who reads Thomas Paine unless you're a philosopher?
You want a revolution, I want a revelation. So listen to my declaration. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
Look at all this. This is so cool with the dancing. Oh, and I believe Washington, D.C., as someone mentioned in the comments, isn't established yet, right? And so this is where it all happened. I maybe my history was all messed up in my brain, but I don't know why I thought all this happened in Washington. The Big Apple. So Common Sense by Thomas Paine being a central idea in this, I didn't even think about that. So maybe I should brush up on what that is. Can someone tell me, like, give me like a TLDR? What is Common Sense by Thomas Paine? And why did it keep referencing it? So she has a big role to play in this. I want a revelation. They're repeating lines now, which usually means you want them to stick. They're repeating a lot of lines. So that's going to be a motif that comes back if they're repeating it. We're going to have to listen for that. This too, all this. Greatest city in the world. We have like a 3-part harmony. So I'll have to think about that. And the work motif too. And Peggy. Schuyler system. I prefer the Schuyler. Vibrato, yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. I mean, so far, this is so cool. Guys, this is so cool. I'm following it so much better because it's an actual, like, show now, as opposed to, like, here's a thing and then here's a new thing. This makes so much more sense. So thank you for recommending doing this version. This is awesome. Thank you so much. We're going to be moving on ahead. If you like my content, consider subscribing and joining the Patreon so we can make more and more. We do have a Discord, which we talk about this stuff after I'm done recording it. But this is awesome, guys. Thank you so much for recommending it again. We're going to be flying through this, I think, a lot faster with my camera's about to die, which is great timing for this. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, follow along, and see you in the next video. Once again, my name is Nick Flip, and catch you on the flip side. And a huge thank you to all of my patrons. All of you make this possible. I appreciate all the support.
The flip, the flop, the flippity flip, the flipsy T, Flippinator. You got the flip on the left, you got the flip on the right. That's the flip, man. The flip.